What about timeout? Is one of the questions most frequently asked of Dr. Latham by parents. Well, here's the answer.
It was early in the school day. Less than an hour was gone when I entered the front office, and Sam was already in timeout. Timeout was a desk and chair in the back far corner of the office, next to a windowed hall that separated the office from the main traffic thoroughfare of the school. Nothing of much interest happened in the building that Sam couldn't see. In fact, Sam was an active participant in much of what went on. People walking down the hall smiled and waved at him, gestures he enthusiastically returned. Teachers who came into the office to check their mailboxes would wave. Several greeted him with a cheery, "Hi, Sam." He returned the greeting with as much cheer. The principal, who I had come to see, even acknowledged Sam with a hearty, "Well, good morning, Sam. I see you haven't wasted any time getting into trouble," as he walked, chuckling, into his office. Sam even enjoyed a lively display between an irate teacher and the vice principal. Standing nose to nose and toes to toes, the two exchanged personal insults at the top of their lungs, all to Sam's delight and amusement. By now, I hope you have gotten the picture. Sam was not in timeout. Sam was in time in. Sam was in the most desirable reinforcing spot in the entire school, and he knew it, which was why, as soon as he could, he behaved badly in class. Predictably, every morning as soon as school began, Sam started acting out because he knew it would annoy his teacher and he would be sent immediately to timeout. He had that entire school eating out of the palm of his hand. It was quickly obvious that there was nothing the matter with Sam. He was spectacular. He was a master at using negative reinforcement to manage the school. The school gave him exactly what he wanted so it could escape the annoyance of his behavior in class. Timeout has been around for nearly 35 years. It is used in homes and schools all across America. Or more accurately put, it is used badly all across America. My guess is that there isn't one user of timeout in 1,000 who knows what timeout is or how to use it. So brace yourself now for a learning experience. First, timeout is an abbreviation for timeout from positive reinforcement. In other words, it is not timeout unless the child is going from a highly reinforcing, pleasant setting called the environment into a non-reinforcing, unpleasant environment. In Sam's case, which environment was timeout? The classroom or the school office? Secondly, timeout is either not working or is being used badly if a child is being sent there day in and day out, week after week. Timeout is being used well when the need decreases over time. If its use remains steady and high, it isn't the kid that needs to be fixed, it's the system. Third, timeout is an earned and a learned consequence. That means that the child knows exactly what he or she can expect given certain behaviors. My suggestion to parents is that they make a list of those behaviors that earn timeout. That might include hitting, biting, name-calling, throwing, screaming and shouting, and so on. The list needn't be long. Through role-playing, the child is taught that the instant he or she does something that is on that list, timeout will follow. It is a sure thing. And fourth, learn how to use it before you use it. If you don't know how to use it, don't use it. Like Sam, when timeout is used inappropriately, the child is in charge. The child manages the parent. I see that happening in homes and schools across America. Timeout is a tool, and like any tool, if it isn't used correctly, more damage than good can be done. In my book, The Power of Positive Parenting, there is an entire chapter devoted to timeout. And when what we know works is skillfully put to work, children's appropriate behavior increases and the need for timeout decreases. It is really that simple. I have observed that to be the case in homes, schools, clinics, and a pediatric hospital behavior management program for which I was responsible. Recently, Dr. Sidney Bijou, one of the greatest behavioral scientists of all time, sent me a copy of a talk he gave in New York City, during which he recalled a number of highlights in his illustrious career as a behavior analyst and therapist. One of those involved the building of a facility in which to work with 27 children ages 4 to 10 who brought to the program, quote, a wide range of serious behavior problems, extremely low scores on academic achievement tests, and who were poorly motivated for school learning, end of quote. A timeout room was one of the support facilities. Dr. Bijou noted that as the environment generally became more and more positive and reinforcing, quote, the timeout room was used less and less and was eventually converted into a much-needed storage room. And that's what we experience with the effective use of timeout. The need for it grows less and less. Good things come from the skillful use of good tools. Learn to use the timeout tool well. It can help build happy children.